Sorry about that. Coffee, the nectar of the gods. Just gonna move this closer. And grab the computer. Oh, and of course, Princess is thinking I'm talking to her. Hello, Princess. So, good morning, everybody. Waiting for people to pop in. So, like, pet me, pet me. You're ignoring me, Mummy. Yes. So hopefully everybody's grabbed a coffee when they pop in. There's 3 people in here. Hello! Don't forget to give the thumbs up. Yes. Awesome. Go get your coffee. Oh, Princess now left. Because I was not paying attention to her. Silly kitty. Oh, my eyes. My allergies. Okay, I shouldn't do it with that sleeve because the cat was rubbing against it. Oh, my eyes tear when I have like my allergies going. Ugh, drives me nuts. And I don't have a Kleenex box near here. I usually do on the end table, but I guess I finished it. So hopefully Amanda pops in. I'm a little bit earlier than 9:30, just because I was like, I may as well start. Oh, her my bud is getting undone. So who else has been doing low spend July with me? I've been finding it actually pretty good. I haven't spent anything on groceries yet. Um, I'm going to be doing groceries next Saturday. So, which is technically this week would have been my grocery week. So it'll be like 3.5 weeks since I did my last grocery haul. And we still have fresh produce. I swear those Tupperware containers. Hey Amanda, yay! I'm a little bit early than 9:30, just a few minutes. Those Tupperware veggie savers have definitely paid me back. Yes, I have killer Tupperware. The lettuce is still good. Um, zucchini still good. Carrots, yes. Um, they are they've saved me money. They've kept things like fresh. Actually, some of the kale is actually 4 weeks old. Well, thanks for coming by, Donna. Yeah. Um, but doing the no spend or not no spend, but low spend month time he said. I had said 9:30. By 9:30 I'd be on, so it was 9:15. That's fine. I was going to come on earlier, but then I'm like, if I go on and there's nobody here, you'd be angry because I'd be much earlier than what I said. um, has really made me think about what I purchase and stuff. Because when I do groceries, even when I go to my normal grocery schedule, there's always still a little bit left of the fresh stuff before I buy new. Okay, and that's always kind of going to be the case because I rely on a ride. Oh, it's too early for you. Well, I might try and do. Um, well, next week I will be doing some, I think, supper time live streams because I will be babysitting Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I won't be doing live streams those days. It's 8:15. So I'll be doing like 5:30, 6 o'clock ones maybe. I have to figure out how I'm going to do that. But again, so look, I'm babysitting and I'll be earning some money, which I normally don't do. So hey, that's money coming in that will go towards savings and stuff. So that's always nice. 6:15. Ay, love. You are awesome. So you guys, okay, you, money coming in? Yes. I have no idea how much. It's for my niece, so my sister-in-law will pay me whatever. You know, I'm doing her a favor. She said she'll pay me. I'm like, okay, fine. Like, I tried not to argue with her. But I don't know how much until she gives it to me, so whatever. Oh man, 8:15, but I had to get a bit earlier. Oh, Princess has come back. Oh, she was here when I first got on because I was talking to the camera, and she thought I was talking to her. But apparently she went and drank water because her face is all wet. Oh, I said, yeah, but I've been up since 6. Actually, slept real good last night. She is 13. Yeah, 13 years old. Yes, she always purrs. Her name is Princess. My other cat that's black and white, which you'll rarely see, is called Sushi. She is about 8. Well, I think it's because okay, so that heat wave we had all week, I haven't been sleeping well at all, and then been getting up at 6 in the morning to get to my sister-in-law's place for 7:30 to bring her, my niece to camp, and then coming back. It's a lot to do before having coffee because I'll make a coffee and I'll bring it. So it's a lot to do in the morning. When I'm at home, I don't have to worry about being presentable and all that stuff. Aw, she's been missing. Well, hopefully she comes back. If she's an old kitty, they might escape and to pass away and stuff. Just gotta use this for that. Yeah, fur babies' losses are almost as traumatic as babies. Yeah. Our kitty is Princess. She's long-haired, black, fat cat. This one's a fat cat too. Well, it's more of hanging skin. Like they have like this. She used to be a bit fat, but now as she's older, it's just like extra skin. Everyone. goes along for a main road. Ooh, that's not so good. If you have lots of wild animals in your area, that could be a problem. Yeah. This one came with her name. The previous owner named her, and we kept it because she does look like a princess and acts like a princess. So, my eye is just tearing away. I don't know. Cat, you're shitting like crazy. um, so, yeah, sorry to hear that, Donna. Do you think you'll get another kitty soon? If the your other cat doesn't come home? That's why I like my cats being indoor cats too. Is they there's less chance of, well, indoor cats live longer because they're not exposed to the elements and the, inevitables of cars and animals. She was oh by somebody else, and she ran away from them. Well, see, even though she's Declawed, the Princess Declawed and Sushi isn't, they can still defend themselves because they tend to fight with their back claws. Just their initial ones is the front claws of like a warning. So, and if she lived on her own for 2 years beforehand, there's a good chance. Yeah. And then she lost her top two fangs defending herself. So she was. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, they tend to use. Well, this one puts Sushi in place by using her back claws. If Sushi gets all. When she was younger, getting all rambunctious, she put her in her place. Oh, got this stupid. Um, so I was saying, so I wanted to get another cat, but having things, it would be too much stress on Princess because we got. It's just don't get a, well, you don't get a brand new and rambunctious kitten. Maybe. Um, we've always gotten not necessarily cats right away. Like when our old cat Patches, not Patches, Smokey died. We waited a couple of years and got Sushi because this one was lonely. And with our old cat Patches, we got a kitten. My mom got a kitten for her when she was like 8, 9, because she was getting fat to kind of chase her around in an apartment and stuff. And at first, there's always that first little tension. This one did not like Sushi for like the first couple weeks. Sushi was not allowed up from the basement. Like the basement's where the cat litter and the food were, so she wasn't allowed up to the basement to up to the main floor barely. Only when she let her, she would not let her upstairs to the kids' room because she was like being protective and like that's my people. And then it took another week, and then she was allowed up. But she always put her in her place, like I'm the boss here. And even now, they kind of each have their own child that they spend more time with. She's spends more time with Rowan, and Sushi spends time with Abby. See, I like cats is because they're kind of low maintenance. Around here, coyotes, large stray dogs. Yeah, yeah. See, unless you have a cat that's going to be an indoor cat all the time, with all that wildlife, is probably, unless they're a barn cat. They were yummy. So she made them. They were huge. Um, I'm doing a vlog. Actually, I think I'm splitting it up. I was going to do one vlog. I think I have two vlogs of what we've been eating. I did one vlog a couple weeks ago of what we've been eating, and I've been taking pictures when I remember, pictures or videos. And that, so I have video of that. Going to be in vlog 2 or 3 of what we've been eating June, July. I was trying to set it up to be separated, but it's getting kind of confusing. So now I have to just do my intro and outro, and you can kind of see me explaining things. It was really good. We still have dough. She made 8 pizza pockets, like huge, and we ate them with a bocchini and tomato salad with fresh basil from the garden. And yeah, I'm 150. Let me go check. Let me go here. What's my analytics? So we had a tomato, like a grape tomato, red onion, bocchini mozzarella cut in half, and balsamic vinegar, olive oil, steak spice. 3,849 hours. So an hour 150. Twice as big as Gracie lives across the street. But wow. You need, Donna, you need to get some shotguns and go hunting for whatever's eating your pets. Um, she likes to cook, what she wants to cook. Not necessarily as much as I do, but she does tend to cook like I do. So when she made the pizza, she didn't, I don't think she measured anything. She did the first time, and then she's like, oh, I know what this feels like. So now, pizza pockets, how she's been doing it, she's done it 3 times in the past, well, since the beginning of June. That's going to be, whenever you want pizza pockets, that's going to be her meal to make, because she does it better than me. the So, if I can get her to cook once every 2 weeks or once a week, whatever inspires her. So what I'll do is, speaking of which, I'll get her to look at recipes next week. Well, not next. I'll get her to look at recipes now for stuff that we can make with what we have on hand next week, because I'm not going grocery shopping until Saturday. But if she can find some recipes, I can pick up those ingredients as long as they fit in my budget, which is not going to be as lean. Well, it might be. I'm not going to force myself to be as lean as last month, but it could be if things don't, like sales don't work out. I'm going to run a playlist now in the background. Awesome, thank you, Puppy's Breath. I can really appreciate it. Yes, we still have pepperoni. So we finished off that one bit of pepperoni. Remember, if you saw my fridge clean out live, um, and we finished up that when we opened up the second package. We still have like half of that. We still have dough to make another maybe 4. And um, sorry, allergies. My allergies are just like going crazy. Um, and we used some bacon bits that we had that I got from my grocery haul a couple times ago from Costco, and we cut the tomatoes. So she puts cut tomatoes in it. So we cut all we had left were the baby tomatoes, the grape tomatoes. Cut those and some purple onion and canned spaghetti sauce. We still have all those things left to make more. So I think next week too, I will put pizza pockets on the menu because it seems to be something that my family is enjoying. Rowan does a really good job. That we might put on the menu plan again for, let's say, next Friday. And then you'll finish up all those things, like the pepperoni and stuff. We're not big pizza people, but we do like these pizza pockets. So, at work, well, I will ask her next time she does it if I could record her. She'll probably just let me record her hands, but that's fine. That's why I said, you know, Donna, you're in the woods, you need a shotgun. Or some wild animal traps. Maybe some live animal traps to catch whatever is going after your pets. Yes, hubby does. They come kind of crazy. But he did like me sending him the $600 back. So he'll like that again this month. So this month I'm not going to be as tight. Well, I guess that's what would be called calzones or pizza pockets. They wrapped pizza. Just the recipe said pizza pockets. So we're just not Italian, so it's not authentic. But yeah, wrap them, but they don't kill. Yes, so well, I mean, if you've seen Jasmine's posts and stuff, she's caught I think 9 raccoons trying to go after her ducks. Hey, Mark, in the past like month, I don't know why we're. Yes, went to pay off the extra bit that we had to pay for vacation. So, and this month's savings. So I'm hoping to keep my budget $300 to $400 for July. It might be less than that, but last month keeping it for 200 was quite tight. I did it. It was fine. Things that even when I kept it at 200, I still had to buy a few things that were stock up prices. Like I bought my husband's tea because I mean at 220, that's saving like $1 a box. Yes, Duck Jasmine. Yes, she caught, I think so far, 9 raccoons in live traps and relocated them far away because they were going after her ducks, chickens, or whatever. So she's been very busy that way. um, so this way I can keep my budget still tight, but um, I'll still be able to purchase a few of the extra things. Like my husband wants different meals or whatever that might not be from what we have or not using a lot of what we're having. So I might have to pick up like a protein or whatever. We're really good on eating out of the pantry and freezer and stuff like that. And we've really enjoyed. We made pizza. We made sushi last week, and we had made vermicelli, Vietnamese salad rolls with vermicelli. We really enjoyed those. Those are 2 really good meals to make when it's hot. And so we really enjoyed doing that. So I'm going to have to pick up some more of the Italian sticky rice because I haven't done. I've used up all. So I've used up some things. Yeah, not the 50 ducks. Jasmine ducks, yes. Potatoes, cheese, of course, pepperoni. Well, when we do pizza, we like the meat lovers. True. Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. Like a trap, like a live trap, like not like the bear traps, because those could catch pets, which you don't want to do. Um, if there's lots of pets going missing, that should not be a good thing. But yeah, don't forget to give a thumbs up. There's a few people in here. Oh, I already have two people give me thumbs down. Uh, so in my fridge right now, so the way I cook is usually I make a large batch because my family likes leftovers or have seconds of stuff. But some of my meals have been like making 2 or 3 portions. And I'm really what I was so learn to speak. Awesome. Yeah, don't even neighbors. Um, in my fridge right now, still I have some bean salad, some two tuna cakes. No, eating those. So there's waffles. There's so waffles and chip waffles. There's leftover rice and curry. There is spaghetti and spaghetti sauce. There's stuff to make pizza pockets. Uh, um, what else? I think that's it in the fridge. Oh, that's the leftovers that we've had the last few days. Yeah. Oh, need to get coffee. I'll bring you with me. Yeah, Donna's having problems with some wild animal eating their pets. I don't usually like eating outdoors either, because there's flies and there's wasps and bees, and I don't like wasps and bees. Kind of scared of them. Cream. Yes, I might have to when I'm out today. We're going to try and search for a replacement bathing suit for my oldest, because her top broke. You know, the clips where, like, it's like a bra strap type thing. That part broke. Oh yeah, I'll show you my fridge. It's actually fairly empty. Like, you can see parts of shelves. See, that's the leftovers. Leftover spaghetti. Some taco meat. Guacamole. That's the onions and cheese. And that's... and pepperoni. The yeast. Let's see. Yes, so far it's made that way. Surprise, surprise. Thank you. Lots of meats and pizzas. Yes, we like meat lovers. Pepperoni, sausage, bacon. Okay, I have to take a sip before I walk it. Because I unfortunately filled it up too much with coffee and then I had to put cream. I don't want to smell it. I am awful at closing my cupboard doors, as you see. Yeah, here, I don't know if we get that brand. But here, frozen pizzas, yes, they're cheap, but you can't get, um, you can't get really good ones. Like, well, you can get the no-name brand, but there's hardly any toppings. But they're about $3 or $5. Wonderful root beer float last night. Awesome. Beans on ties? What's beans on ties? Beans on toast? I like that. Sometimes it's nostalgic. Yes, root beer. I like root beer floats. My kids, that's the only float that the only time that they like root beer if we've gone to like A&W. Yeah. Cat from across the street. Yeah, well, exactly. And I don't know what it is, but whenever I do get a frozen pizza, I tend to cook it too long. And it gets really dry and crispy. Is Alvin a chipmunk? Hey, Stella. How's it going? Hopefully you grab some coffee. I'm like, is Alvin a chipmunk? I don't know. Stella, staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. Not too bad. We were just talking about my low spend July, and showed stuff that was still in my fridge. Lots of stuff. I still also have a fridge downstairs too. That's basically holds like salad dressings and condiments and stuff like that. Cheese strings, still more cheese strings. I'm not gonna buy any more cheese strings until all the cheese strings are gone. Hubby had a couple of them yesterday. Some of them are a bit older, or they melted-ish a bit, or squished a bit, so they weren't very stringy. But because he feeds cheese strings to this little girl here, Princess, who is being all cute right now. I'll show you. There she is. There you are. Who's she? There. And that's how she purrs. What am I even touching her? Like it before, Grace disappeared. 24th or 5th, Gracie. I brought him inside our house. Oh dear. And so you caught him to go? I'll think about that. Cat purring. Coffee. So a week and a half ago, He was living in cat food and drinking water from Princess water pool in the kitchen. ASMR. What's ASMR? I've heard that before. Hey Google.
I can't connect to your Wi-Fi network. You can reconnect to Wi-Fi from your Google Home app under Devices, then Setup.
What's that? Apparently Google. I have to go on my phone. Toys R Us. What's ASMR, Amanda? Yes. Soft Kitty from Big Bang Theory. Yeah, so um, today we are going to go out and do a little bit of shopping. I think I will pick up eggs though today because we have 3. And everything else that's on my list so far can wait probably till Sunday. Not Sunday, next Saturday. He was here for almost 2 months. That's right. Yeah. There's like a billion videos. It's a different sound. Or people with and it's supposed to be calming. Not sure. I don't watch this. Okay. Because I've heard of it before, but yeah, we still have Toys R Us here. Well, in Canada too, for relaxing. He thought go outside when the front door was open and then come back inside for a night time. Abby is awake. Princess fell asleep. She purred herself to sleep, and now she's just snoring. Just breathing. Yeah, nobody else is up right now. Well, not up and making noise. It's heavy. But he didn't do that. The one in Canada doesn't seem to be affected by the stuff that was in the States. Because we thought that too, and there was a post on it, and then the Canadian Toys R Us Corporation, I think it's a different franchise or whatever, said that they're not affected. There's what, but see, my kids have outgrown the stuff pretty much at Toys R Us. Um, so I haven't really shopped at Toys R Us for at least 2-3 years. I mean, I've gone there for a couple of like Star Wars or whatever knickknack things, but that could be the case too. That'd be kind of funny too. Hello, Miss Abigail.
I found the perfect pop artist.
I'm live streaming, by the way, but you could continue talking.
Look, I found the perfect pop artist, Mom.
Okay. Ooh.
She's got that Kiss 2000 sound, and she sings high pitch, so it works for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you started singing a song?
I've been singing a couple songs.
Okay, Abby. Edna says hi, Abby. story to tell his family now. 3 large giants of the monster with a sharp teeth and whiskers
What?
and claws.
Uh,
Donna had a chipmunk come into her house, okay, and lived there for the past 2 months
How do you know it was living there for that long?
because they kept on seeing it, kept on eating the cat's food and water, but they couldn't capture it, and now it's gone
How do they know it's gone?
because it went out the door. Did all her Christmas shopping for nieces and nephews.
It's not Christmas yet.
No, but their stores. We're talking about the Stores R Us is closing in the States. The store closed at 90% off. Well, there you go.
What store closed?
Toys R Us in the States. The one here
It's still open.
is yes, still open. Are you coming over here? You're gonna have to move the princess.
No, I want to see the princess.
I'm just moving some
She's not
stuff.
coming over here.
Okay, she's moving now to come say
No.
hello.
I want to see the princess.
She's coming.
What's the point of having a cat if you can't pet it?
Well, she'll be like, oh, somebody pet me. Okay, yes, but you can't go where she's gonna sit down, kitty. Here, back her up.
Thanks.
Okay, try. Wait, not yet. I didn't say sit down. Okay.
Well, it's working.
Yes. Okay, sit down. There.
Now, Princess and I are settled. So the artist's name is Cassie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's stand you up here.
I don't think she has much stuff since her latest album is 2006.
Okay.
But she might have released singles after that.
Full price.
Mom,
Mhm.
she might have released singles after that album.
Say hello, everybody.
No, I don't do that.
This is my daughter Abby. For those who don't know, she's my singing child.
Finally found a pop artist who isn't singing at a range that I can't sing well.
Yeah, she sings soprano, so she likes to sing high notes. Stella says, "Good morning, Abby."
Who is Stella?
Well, that's her name.
Is
It's
she-
Hey
is she
Stella.
new?
No, she's been on my channel before. Maybe new to see you. Donna's here. Every time she tried front door, she run into Princess face to face. Whisker.
What?
She has a cat named Princess too.
Oh!
Yes. So the cat was keeping this chipmunk from running out.
I was just like, we have Princess is right here. What are you talking about?
Yes.
Oh, the Princess keeps the
Princess
chipmunk-
would eat. Princess would kill the chipmunk and leave it by the front door. She has done that with a couple mice that have come in.
And she terrorized the squirrel, so it ran off.
Yes. From the inside of the house.
Yeah, the squirrel came. No, the squirrel came in through the window. Remember? It
Oh,
ate
yes.
through the screen.
Oh yes,
and
there
then
was a squirrel that
Princess
came
was
through
like,
the window.
"Oh my god, I'm giving you one chance to get out of here, or you're dead." And it was
Yes.
like, "Ah!"
Yes. Oh, there she goes.
Bye, Princess. I think she heard the word squirrel and she's running to find one.
No, she's probably gonna get food. So, what does this artist sing, Abby? Appropriate one.
But a lot of them, like one of them, I really, really like. I don't know the lyrics to it, but it's called "About Time" by Cassie.
Okay.
That one is my favorite song by her so far.
Uh-huh.
And I do like the song "Me and You"
Mhm.
by Cassie. It's on the border of appropriate
Okay.
because it doesn't say anything, but it does suggest in
Yes, suggestions.
in one line.
Mm.
Two lines.
No, Abby didn't cut her hair. It just... There. It's just not brushed. Her hair doesn't grow very fast. We got cut, what, March?
April, because it was warm outside. Early April.
Early April.
Because I remember.
End of March.
No, it was definitely early April because it was.
I thought it was
warm.
March break.
No. No. March break.
Puppy Breast said you have pretty hair.
Everybody thinks I have pretty hair. That's why I'd have so much trouble cutting it.
Well, this is how she woke up, because she didn't brush her hair yet. So if it's pretty now, it's prettier when it gets brushed. Recently lost two really good furniture stores that had been here outside years. Yeah.
Mom,
Yes, I woke up like this too. LOL.
how short does my hair look when it's pushed back like that?
It just looks like it's touching your shoulders, but it's past your shoulders, so it's like where
Yeah,
her
It's
shirt line is. Hey, lovely kid in Japan. How's it
Oh,
going?
they actually in Japan?
Yes, I've gone to their channel. They're in Japan. So it's Lovely Kid Japan.
I was just curious.
Abby loves Japanese stuff.
Naruto! Naruto!
What about bacon and bread?
Weird. Who
What was
puts
this?
bacon on bread? What are we talking about
I
here?
don't, I don't know.
But yeah,
Nonichiwa, that's what Donna said. Konnichiwa, sorry.
Konnichiwa. That's what you're supposed to say. Because
And,
konnichiwa.
and Lovely Kid Japan says, Hi, Abby Ohio. Ohio. Yeah, she loves Naruto. She loves sushi. Loves making sushi.
Naruto.
Naruto.
I have shirts with Naruto. I watch the
Yeah,
shows.
your shirt today is not. It's,
No, I didn't say it was.
I'm like, she has a little figurine, Naruto.
I have Naruto. I have Sasuke. I have Kakashi. I want Kurama, but I can't find it.
I had the best tuna and salmon sushi yesterday.
Yum!
Thought of you, Jen, but it was super fresh and buttery. Ooh, yum. Well, I made sushi. I'll have a
I
video.
want sushi.
We're gonna go for sushi next week. When I'm babysitting. What time is it in Japan right now? Oh, we ate sushi yesterday, Lovely Kid Japan said. We made sushi last week.
Wait, Lovely Kid Japan, are you actually a kid?
Here, I'll pop into their channel and we'll see. It's near 11 p.m.
Crap, my mouth is actually watering now.
Yeah.
And
We'll go to their
I
channel.
love ramen, especially fresh ramen. We have a ramen ramen place around here, and it's really good. And Mom,
Yes?
you cannot pronounce anything.
No, I can't pronounce anything. So it's the family channel. Their kids how to make, they have Japanese onset hot spring experience. So there's a mom, dad, and two kids.
They actually have hot springs?
Yes.
I've only seen that in Naruto. I didn't know that it was a real thing. Oh my god.
One kid, two kids.
What's a hot spring like in real life? I want to know. Have you been to hot springs, Mom?
Yes. So Lovely Kid Japan is the blonde mama. It was the main is, and then she has one or two kids. I think from their channel, she probably married a Japanese man, and I think they live there. Japan road trip, family tent camping, pan cotton candy vending machines. Lots of interesting.
Can somebody please explain what the hot springs are like? Can you look at the comments?
Yeah, when my daughter turned 12, I realized that Christmas that she had outgrown almost every single thing inside Toys R Us. So sad. Yeah, about the same here. Hot springs. When you go to the hot springs, it's very relaxing. The skin after is very smooth. Are the springs salty, like the ocean, or are they like fresh water? What? Yeah, we don't. Well, we have a couple places with hot springs here in Canada, but they're far from where we live.
I've never been to one.
No, okay, put it on your bucket list, girl.
It is, but I want to know what it's like first.
Well, she loved it.
Cause I've only seen it in Naruto, and I've been like,
So,
oh, I want to go there.
so Lovely Kid Japan is the mom, and she's from Europe, but she's been living in Japan for 20 years.
Oh.
Yes, take Abby. Amanda says, take Abby. That is awesome. That sounds like lots of fun.
Most kids, we're going to go tripping to Europe with my mom after high school. Me, Mom, we're finding somewhere for hot springs and we're going.
No, you want to go to Japan or Asia or Chinese. Don't be surprised if your Toys R Us adventure. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either.
I don't know because, like, Mom, I know China has a smog problem, and Japan is the inventor of the sleeping pods.
Yes. Well, they're the inventor of the also small apartments too.
Come here, you. Come here.
We've got many natural hot springs, free, and they're free.
Oh my god, I need to go to
Yes.
hot spring.
Yes. Unfortunately, the airfare is as much as
Ow.
our whole vacation per person.
Ow. Is it more than going to Europe?
Yeah, it's further.
Because a lot of
It's anything that's over that ocean.
a lot of
It's
people
long.
are like,
Well, Australia's even further. Like the longer, the farther.
I
it
hate
is.
Australia. No offense. There's so
Aust-
many bugs that I don't want to come
There's
in
so many
contact
big
with.
bugs and there's so many things
Poisonous.
that poisonous. Again,
That's on my never go to list, to be honest.
yes. Oh, yes. Princess is back. She's probably went to go drink water or eat.
And then she's like, Abby! She said she'd pet me. Yeah.
Yes. Australia. I have a friend who's in New Zealand
Wait,
and
wait,
she's
who-
gone to Australia.
Who has the cat named Princess?
Donna.
Okay, because I was like, does she look anything like our princess? I want to know.
Her princess has long, furry hair too.
What color is her princess?
What color is your princess again?
Because I'm pretty sure she can see our princess.
Yes.
Is our princess in camera view?
Yes. You're in camera view too. Oh, my eyes.
Look, if I'm in camera view, if Princess is in camera view, I'm obviously in camera view.
Imagine that Alberta and BC have hot. Yes, there is some in Canada, but they're not near us. So
Well, Mom, it's much easier than going to than going. Trust me, it's gonna be cheaper to go to Alberta or BC than to go to Europe.
yes.
So at least I have a different and after I graduate plan than most of my classmates. We're gonna go
And
backpacking.
how are you saving up for that?
Look at my bank account.
Okay. You can get there. Can't get back though. You can't sleep anywhere or eat anything. How far is Alberta? Very far from us. It's about 36. Okay, 36 or more hours to drive there. See, my Google's not working.
What about?
Hey Google.
I can't connect to your
See?
Wi-Fi network.
I don't know
You
why.
can reconnect
Hi,
to Wi-Fi
Kitty.
from your Google Home app under devices.
So,
Then setup.
Sushi's getting jealous that Princess is on
Her human.
her human. Yes.
And what about how far is BC?
Yeah, you can hear Sushi going meow.
How-
That's further. So Alberta, I know people who have traveled there. It would take about 48 hours of driving. Okay, I could drive from my house to Florida if I drove, in 24 hours or less.
Then we're gonna look at this hot springs in Florida.
What?
Then we're gonna look at this hot springs in Florida.
No, but I'm just saying that's 24 hours. So that's like 48 hours of just pure driving. So it takes like 3 or 4 days of driving.
But Mom, I've got an idea. You know how most girls want to go backpacking through? Hi, Kitty. You're jealous.
Okay, so Sushi's down here getting foot petted here. Oh, show. There, the show.
Little Miss jealous
Yeah, she's by my feet here.
and extremely jealous.
Yes.
And this
getting
amuses Princess greatly.
That's Sushi.
You see her
And that's
face?
Princess. There's Abby.
And so she's getting jealous over there.
So,
You know, I want to throw
sayonara for love each other. Nice. Have a great night, a lovely kid in Japan. Feel free to hop in anytime, and I'll check out your channel, especially with Abby. She wants to check out a bunch of your videos. I've already subscribed to you before, so
You startled
your
Princess
haircut. It's
Cat.
been overdue for months now.
What's been overdue?
She needs a haircut. Don't notice it.
I don't. That's my phone.
Yes. So, we did start this conversation on the low spend month.
Okay, so I should go.
No, you could still be here. What have you been thinking about the meals of our low spend? 2
Some
months.
of them are good, some of them are gross.
Okay.
I like the spaghetti.
Yes, the spaghetti.
I like the curry.
Yeah.
I hate the tacos. I hate tacos with a passion indeed.
But other people like the tacos.
No, actually.
Rowan did. Rowan had them, and when Amanda was here, she had the tacos. She liked
Rowan
them.
tolerates them, and Amanda's not part of the family, so she's not part of the...
But yeah,
And Daddy and I both hate them with a passion indeed. Daddy hates tacos no matter how many times you try to convince him otherwise.
uh, hubby, he doesn't like tacos.
And neither do I.
Yeah, because they're messy. Have to see if we
I
can
don't
afford
like
it.
them
My
because I
husband's
hate. I don't like them because I hate the
extremely.
refried beans.
Well, yes. Well, I mixed the meat with the refried beans, and that's what actually Daddy wanted. Daddy wanted the refried beans.
But
He likes
the
bean and cheese burritos. So I make the refried beans, cheese, salsa, and wrap it in tortillas.
refried beans are the only bit he likes, and they're the only bit I hate. The one exception is I do enjoy Tostitos. I don't know why, because they're pretty much refried beans and meat. So it's weird.
Tostitos?
Taquito, there we go.
Taquitos. I'm like, Tostitos are the brand of tortilla chips.
You know what I mean.
Oh, that's how it could be.
Why?
A charter bus at zero runs this. Oh, that's awful.
What?
That could be hard. He runs a charter bus, not his husband, and not so he hasn't had any runs this week, so he hasn't been paid. If you make Jen say the taco word, okay. So, oops, Donna doesn't like me saying the TACO word because I say it wrong.
Let's see how you say it and then see how I say it.
Well, I said taco.
And I say taco.
Okay. Okay, so I'll let Abby say the word.
What do you mean? You just want me to keep repeating taco, taco, taco.
No. I'll just I won't say the word anymore.
Taco, taco.
Okay.
Is that what you want? Taco Tuesday. It's not Taco Tuesday. What you say is Taco Tuesday. And it's like, it's Taco Tuesday.
He switched from driving a school bus to charter bus because of a school bus is only part-time. School bus is 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours afternoon. No time in anything else in the middle of the day. True. But since he's not getting much work, maybe they don't get a lot of work in the summertime. Is this normal? Like, don't they still have to pay him a salary? Yeah, not having income really sucks. And now it's not school, so you can't even do both charter and school bus.
What about summer school?
Yeah, they don't bus for summer school.
Uh-huh.
He's about 74 years old. He's a good driver, though, and has CDL. He drove an 18-wheeler for about 11 years. Do you have, like,
He can
Uber?
work for Uber.
That's what we were just going to say. Do they have Uber in your area or Lyft? A lot of the people in our area, like, we take Uber.
Then at least he could get some pay, even if it's not very good pay.
Yeah, you can get some pay. A few people in our area are doing it as a side gig, or some of them have done it now. Their side gig pays them better than their full-time gig. But they're going to have interesting time when it comes to taxes, because nobody takes the money off for taxes, so you always have to pay when it's tax season versus having it come off your check.
And
I will be right back. I'm just going to, you can scoot over a little bit. Wait, they can see you.
I'm not moving.
Okay. I just need to go blow my nose.
And there's another singer that I can sing, but unfortunately her songs are not PG.
We'll sing the parts that are
That song is literally no PG. The one that I know. Because, the only bit that's okay is, baby, it's alright. I've got all of your attention. Baby, it's alright. That's the only good part. The rest of it is, not good. Look up Control Me by Carrie Hilson and you'll know what I mean. Not appropriate. At all. Hey, Mom,
What?
can you help me make one of my own videos, please?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Yeah, there was supposed to be a video sometime this week. That didn't happen. Whoa, hi, kitty. There's a little sushi. 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 Come up here. Don't be useless. Hello. You get to see my giant face. I'm being weird. I don't know what to talk about. This is why I do videos, not live stream. That's a very good reason.
Allergy pill.
Yes, and I'm going to try and convince the cat to climb up on the cushion.
You gotta move now.
What? I've been trying to convince the cat to climb.
Yeah.
It's not going very well. What are the comments?
Yep. Okay, I'll come back here. Oh, Amanda says, Abby, you're a goofball. Donna was like saying it's like a hot water bathtub, but it's naturally hot and outdoors. Talking about what hot springs. Yeah, she wants to go.
How deep are they? Does anybody know this? How deep hot springs are?
Depends on where they are, I guess. I'll go hot springs in Canada.
I want to know where the closest one is. And maybe the closest one might be in the United States for all we know.
True. BC. Northwest Territories, Alberta.
Except the Northwest Territories one must be cold.
Well, it'd be very, well, in the wintertime, it'd be the hot springs, it'd probably be freezing. Worthwhile the trip, so Takini, Yukon.
Yukon Cornelius! Silver and gold, silver and gold.
Black and tan,
Silver
long
and
haired
gold.
tabby. That's what her princess is.
Silver and gold decorations hanging on the Christmas tree. Ah, crap. You said Yukon and my brain went, Yukon Cornelius. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Silver and gold. Crap.
Oh, so Donna said, tell your daughter that Japan is about as far around the world in both directions as possible from where we live in Canada, on the opposite side of the world, as far as you can go.
Wait, she lives in,
No, she was just saying how far it was.
where does she live then?
She lives in Alabama. Hey, Fabio, the supporter, how's it going?
Fabio the supporter?
Yeah, Fabio V, the supporter. That's his name. Hey, BJ Hunting, how's it going?
BJ.
He's in Ontario.
I should go.
Why? Well, you were talking, you were singing. You want to sing something?
No, I'm a live stream, I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, go see if anybody else is up.
They aren't.
They're not?
I came here to look for Princess and I got distracted.
Good. Yes. So some of these hot springs that are in Canada, they made them into pools, like they look like pools, and the water just comes from the springs, and some are just like in the rocks, like beside the rivers.
What do you mean by they made them into pools?
So wherever the hot springs were, they dug around it and made a pool. So it's hot spring pool. Like it just looks like a pool, but I guess the water's hot.
What about the other ones? What do you mean they're in the rocks?
Well, it's just where the water is, the rivers.
So how deep are those?
Well, that's where you sit. They're not deep.
Can you look at the ones in Japan to see what they look like? I've only seen them in Naruto. And as we all know, I'm blind, so that doesn't really work well.
Yes. Rings, Japan. I'm pretty good, Fabio. How are you?
Hungry.
You're hungry?
Yes.
What would you like to eat? Of the leftovers we have.
Spaghetti?
He's from New York, but he's currently in Florida. Are you on vacation in Florida, Fabio?
Yes, it can be.
Yes, you basically name us a cat named raw seaweed and raw fish. Yes, sushi. So, how come you named her that?
Because I took one look at her when she was curled up when she was a kitten and was curled up on my mom and dad's bed, cause that's where she jumped onto, and then she kind of passed out and sleeping now, and she was all wrapped up. So her outside was black like the seaweed, and then there was white like the rice, and then little green cucumber eyes and a little pink salmon tongue. So and then my sister said, "Let's name her Oreo S'more Cookie."
Yeah.
Oreo S'more Marshmallow Cookie. And I was like, no. Let's name her Sushi.
Well, and the previous owner had her name was Susie, like the girl's name, and
Sushi was
we
really
don't
close.
we don't like real people names for animals.
You had a cat named Samantha.
Yeah, that was my mom. My mom named her, and then her brother was Boots. So like, oh, so you're in New York, Staten Island. That's
So,
cool.
Anyway, we were talking about Sushi.
Yes. So that's how she named the cat Sushi.
Because you that's why you wanted it, because instead of chocolate Oreo marshmallow s'more cookie, something to that effect, was what we wanted.
Yeah, and Donna doesn't want me to say the TACO word anymore.
Taco.
She says it apparently the right way for Donna.
It's okay. I say ramen. You don't want to hear her say that word.
Raymond.
You say ramen.
Raymond. It's like ramen.
It's supposed to be ramen.
I switch it back and forth.
But then again, then there's the issue where we defer.
So BJ Hunting's in Simcoe, Ontario, Canada. So, yeah, Post Bear says, no, everybody loves Raymond. Today is World Chocolate Day here at Krispy Kreme here in Alabama. They have a special chocolate glazed donut for today only. OMG. Those are yummy. We get some Krispy Kremes at Costco when they come there as a special event type thing, and they heat up really. See, look at her. She's like licking her lips.
Mom.
We do not have a Krispy Kreme here in Canada or Ottawa, or I don't even know if there's any Krispy Kremes in Canada.
Mom.
His next paycheck won't have any money, and that is if he gets no runs next week too. Oy.
Mom.
That sucks. That he doesn't get like a salary to eat, even if he doesn't get. We're going to be going out today. We're gonna go to Giant Tiger, go check to get Rowan a new backup bathing suit, because we ordered her a bathing suit from Amazon, but it's out here for a while, and then we had done that before her bathing suit broke. The little clasp that closes the back broke.
That could be fun.
Well, it can't be closed. So
That could be fun.
no.
I'd be entertained.
Yeah, you're cruel.
Hey, I didn't say I'd take her out like that. I just said it'd be fun to watch her try and close it.
Well, she can't close it. There's no clip.
I know.
Gone.
It'd be fun to see what she does.
The way your daughter says it when you say it correctly, and I will have no problem with it. Okay, taco and ramen. I have to think. Here's sushi back at my feet.
Here's the question, Donna. Do you say either or either?
I say either.
I say either. But when it comes to neither and neither, I can do it interchangeably for that one. But it's always either. It could be neither or it could be neither. Like,
I say either, neither,
like I can say
neither.
neither one of us are going. But I also sometimes will say, I want neither this nor that. Sushi!
Yeah, Donna, you should check out any food banks or I don't know if you can get food stamps and stuff like that. If your husband's not getting a paycheck for 2 weeks, that's going to be tight. Like I know if my husband doesn't get a paycheck for a 2 week period, we're screwed. we pretty much live paycheck to paycheck. We do have a tiny bit of savings and stuff, but yeah, we're still working on setting up funds to like we have a tiny bit of an emergency fund. But if he didn't get a paycheck, the way that we have bills, we'd be kind of screwed. Like one of his paychecks pays for like the mortgage and some of the bills, and his other paycheck pays for the other bills and groceries and stuff like that. There's summer school for some bus drivers, but it's not as much work as the rest of the school year. How do you say process? Process. Process. Process.
It's a processing unit.
It's a processing unit.
It's a processing unit.
I say either, she says neither. Well, there's the song Either, and
I sing either and you
Say-
say either.
Yeah.
I sing either and you say neither. Either, either, neither, neither. Let's call the whole thing off. But oh, if we call the whole thing off, then we must part. And oh, if we ever part, then that might break my heart. So if you order oysters and I order oysters, I'll get the oysters and give up the oysters. For we know we need each other, so we better call the whole thing off. Let's call the whole thing off.
there you go. It's oysters. It's not oysters.
Oysters.
Oysters. I'm like, what the heck is that? Yeah, Don, I would definitely get him to check out to sign up for Uber, and that like he can do it in his spare time whenever he's not doing it. Make a fairly good side gig income.
There we go. Sorry about that.
There are 3 colleges here in town, and they use this charter bus company a lot, and so does the Mercedes manufacturing plant just outside of town. We are on a super tight budget. If we didn't get paid, we'd be SOL something. Exactly. So who here does the Dave Ramsey budget?
Who is
Stuff.
SOL? How do
Shit out of luck, Amanda. SOL. I've been thinking about it, but his program seems to be geared to Americans.
Oh.
And like just the way that they have it set up, like for the 401ks or whatever. We don't have 401ks. We have different things, you know.
Little paws.
But I've been thinking about, like, I've been watching a lot of people I watch do it or do a take on it.
My parents are small.
You may need to go. The food bank says that. Yeah, I would go to the food bank before it's really really bad, because I don't know how your food bank works, but it runs every what Fabio? He said, guess what? You get it like every 30 days or so. I would go sooner rather than later and get stuff, and then you might need to get it in 30 days. Puppy's Breast said, what about Elle Woods in Legally Blonde musical?
Huh? What about it?
Would you like to sing it?
I've never seen Legally Blonde. I've seen, obviously just the recordings. I've never seen a live
Got
musical.
the garden going good. Sorry, go. I'm just reading the comments. Go, I'm just reading them now.
So I've seen the musical over the phone. Not over. Yeah. So I've seen Heathers, and Hamilton, and Dear Evan Hansen. None of them were live, sadly.
Donna, what type of jobs are you going for interviews? You took a breath, and then we're just going back and forth. Go.
When it comes to Dear Evan Hansen, I've only seen the the what's that thing called? The cast recording. And same with Hamilton. Only seen the cast recording, so I don't know if there's any talking or not in those two. Heather's I have the whole thing downloaded.
Yes. So,
Frozen is a musical now, and I know a lot of the songs from that.
okay, just one second. I'm just reading the chat here. So, Fabio, I said what? You said guess what, and I said what? So is Travis your son? So he's now on the road, like driving a truck. I'm guessing.
Whose son?
He was Donna's son. He was in misery all this past week and just
Missouri.
No, it said Misery, Misery.
Oh, I thought you were pronouncing the state in this.
And got to Washington State, I think, yesterday. He should be there about a week or more, and then somewhere in Nevada and Michigan after that, before he comes back to Alabama again.
I think she meant Missouri.
Maybe. Yep. She caught. Yes, she just wrote down Missouri, not misery. I'm just catching up on the chat. So she caught you on that.
I told you it was Missouri.
She's super smart.
Because they were talking about how he drives a truck, so saying
Yes, but
that
it could be a town called Misery. There's towns called a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, there's some called really inappropriate names.
So man says, so he does the baby steps in the emergency fund, $1,000 set aside. You do not touch. Once you have that, then list out your debts, not your mortgage, from smallest to largest. Yes. So I've seen that, and then don't worry about the interest rates or minimum payments. Just list them from smallest. Then you tackle the first one with everything you got. Once the smallest is paid off, you take that. Great channel for minimum payment and apply that to the next one. And it's no, yes, I understand kind of the concept of baby steps 1 and 2 and 3. I think 3 is 3 months of salary. Yes, autocorrect's first name really is stupid. I agree, Donna. Hear about the kids and the coach that got stuck in the cave for about 13 days? Yes, they're still. Last time I heard, they were still down there in Thailand, stuck in the caves.
Who?
Soccer coach and the kids. They were adventuring in the caves, and then the monsoon came and then locked them in the caves.
What monsoon?
They're in Thailand. It's monsoon season. Rain.
How did they not die?
Well, they didn't. So
how are we sure that they're gonna stay?
They're still because there's reporters and stuff there, but they have to try and get them out. The kids can't swim, so the Navy SEALs are there. Oh, they got them out already? Because last time I saw was 2 days ago,
what
and
happened?
They hadn't got them out.
So,
well, they put an oxygen mask and went under the water, like swimming, I guess. I'll have to go check it out. We can Google it.
So wait,
have you written?
So wait, who was trapped again?
Yeah, you have to be on the written budget. So my husband has the budgets.
Who was trapped?
The kids and the coach. These like 12-year-old kids.
Why would they go? Why was soccer going in?
They were on a trip. I don't know.
I don't get it.
You'd have to Google it. I don't know why. It was just caught there.
So wait, if there was a monsoon, how were they breathing underwater? Wouldn't the water go into the caves?
Yes, but the caves are down and up, so it's all like some are lower than others. So when the water goes down, it's just filling that part. So they're at the high part. They have to go under the water to get to the next high part.
That must have been scary.
Go phone about. Well, bye, Fabio. Have a great time.
But what was he saying? Guess what about?
About the boys.
What boys?
The soccer team and the I just finished saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness. Maybe step 3 is about saving 3 to 6 months for a bigger emergency fund. Ah, yes. Dang, Donna, that stinks. What?
Right now I'm thinking, dang, Donna, what she said.
So hubby handles the money, and so he does the budget. He has an app, I think it's called Mint or whatever, and he figures out the budget. But I don't know if there's. See, that's the thing I do is sit down and talk with him about the budget. I figure, like, he's been putting money aside and paying off things, but, and I don't really, see, that's the thing, I don't really like dealing with money. I like groceries. So, and, but, I've been seeing all these things, and I'm like, well, if we paid off certain debts and stuff like that, we'd have more money to have freedom with, you know? Now that the girls are getting older, next year technically Rowan could be graduating. We have some money set aside for that, um, but not. Well, I mean, maybe enough if she went to the local college or university for part of it. But we expect them to save up money to pay for part of school too. We don't want them to necessarily get school loans because it took me on my own 13 years to pay off my school loan.
The issue is getting money, especially when you don't have a part-time job,
Yes.
and you probably can't get one. So
Yes, but at the you can. We just have to figure out. We have to figure out different entrepreneurial skills for Abby to making money. Because I was saying working on things because there's a lot of jobs that you can do that are online or at home that you could probably do some.
all I know is I can't get a part-time job until semester 2 of this year.
Yeah.
Because semester 1's going to be crazy, because I'm doing all my heavy courses so that I can get into a science field.
Yes. So if you have any ideas that my daughter, who's 15, who is blind,
And
could do,
but
as
my
jobs.
mind is completely okay. I hope
Yes,
I have no delay.
yes. No, if anything, she's gifted. She's too smart for her own good.
Hence why I fell. I think that's part of the reason why I fell in love with science.
Yes.
If science was a person, oh my god, that'd be bad. I'd be the creepy stalker if science was a person.
Oh, Donna, that's rough for you. She's saying she's been trying to save even just $12 since August, um, because their budget is so tight. And it's one of those times when the 12-year-old boys like a fellow 12-year-old girls in a cave.
Wait, what?
Yes, no, Fabio was just talking about it's like one of those things when they follow in the caves exploring. Yeah, and Donna can't stand on her feet anymore, so her job options are limited
Why can't she?
because she probably has sore legs and sore feet. You know,
Can't
when you're old, when
can't
she's
you get a
older.
wheelchair?
Well, yes, but if you're like in say for example, working at say Walmart or something like that, or Dollar General or whatever, as a cashier, let's say, the cashes aren't wheelchair accessible, so you have to stand. So
That's
dealing with so Amanda loves dealing with money. That's what she does with her real time job.
I don't
Let's see.
understand.
I'm just reading the comments. I have. Amanda says I've been following his plan loosely for about 2 years, and we've paid off 27K. That's awesome. You rock, Amanda. Debt free minus yes, minus the house in 2.5 years and less. That's awesome. Donna said if they are always hiring, then that means that they can't keep workers because they pay too low and sucks too much to be there. It turns out to be a sign of exactly. But also at times if they're hiring like students and stuff, and students are usually bored with a job and not show up or call in sick or whatever. So that's why there's always a lot of turnaround in places like McDonald's and Tim Hortons and places like that. And the pay isn't like it's minimum wage, whatever your minimum wage is in your area. You're not gonna get rich, but it will pay for some bills. Right, but if science was a person, I'd be the creepy stalker too. Too funny. That's what Puppy Breast said. Hubby wants to try, I think, Uber or Lyft to fill in the slow times for the bus stop. Now, Donna, do you drive? Because maybe you could do Uber or Lyft
As well.
because you don't have to stand. So you'd be sitting around.
How can she walk at all? Or?
Oh, that's a good thing. Amanda says, Donna, if you have an Aldi around, their cashiers sit down. They have a chair, so that's actually.
What did you do to Sushi?
I didn't do nothing. She just moved.
What?
Can't wait to get Aldi here. One small one, they have a full amount of workers. Not many is needed there. I worked 2 jobs for a while, but it was just too much. I never got to see hubby and had no time at home. So yeah, you can look at. I'm saying about getting another job. You could look at trying getting another job, but get one that you could do at home or that doesn't take a lot of time. Like doing like or when your spare time, like when your husband's working, you could do Uber or something like that. Do a group Google image search for those chocolate glazed donuts from Krispy Kreme to see it.
No.
Okay, I will.
No.
What?
I don't want to hear about it. Because I'm considering taking my money that I have lying around and going to Starbucks to get a honey glazed donut and a Boston cream and eat them both.
Well, what? Squish them together?
No,
Maybe.
eat them separately. I love honey glazed and I love Boston cream. Now I really want donuts. Crap, and I'm still hungry.
Okay, I will feed you. Oh, there is some Krispy Kremes in Canada.
Where?
Not near here.
And then don't tell me about the donut.
Montreal and Toronto.
Do not tell me about that donut then. I don't want to hear it. I want a donut.
Okay, let's see.
This sucks.
Yeah, it's a Krispy Kreme. It's a chocolate glazed
No,
donut.
no,
It's
no,
like
no,
the.
no, 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 no,
Okay.
no, 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 no. Da, 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 da. I haven't eaten anything today, and I'm only thinking, and now all I
There's the
think,
Krispy Kreme.
I don't want to hear about it.
Okay.
And now I'm thinking of what is donuts.
Would you like waffles?
No,
That's like a donut.
no, it's not. I told you what I want.
It looks so good. I love Krispy Kremes. They're so good. I'm too scared to Uber being a female. Too many weirdos out there. Yeah.
We've had female Uber drivers.
We've had lots of female Uber drivers. You just have them in your back seat, so. Well, I guess it's more scary in the States when, like, people can carry guns. Yes, we have Tim Hortons glazed donuts. So yeah, not as good as Krispy Kreme sometimes. Like if they're fresh, they're like not that they're stale, but they're good. But Krispy Kreme's ones they tend to squish, and like they're like our honey crullers. So it'd be kind of like a where it's airy and stuff. Ours are more cakey.
Also, honey crullers have some dough that kind of tastes almost raw.
Chocolate chip waffles. Yeah, I have still, I think 4 chocolate chip waffles, and we have about 6 or 7 plain waffles.
Can I have cold spaghetti, please?
Just cold spaghetti.
I like spaghetti cold.
You don't want it, do you want sauce on it?
Yeah.
And cold.
Yeah.
So not heated at all?
No.
Okay. My donuts, I made them with oatmeal, cinnamon, shredded coconut, slivered almonds, and almond extract. Oh, sounds yummy.
Would you guys stop talking about donuts for the love of anything that is holy? I am starving.
Oh, that's not good. Hey, Zephyr, how's it going?
What's not good?
Amanda said someone just got killed last week as an Uber driver in the States. Almost more scary with them in the back because I couldn't see them and what they were doing. Either. So, either. Yes. No, Donna says either. Cold spaghetti. Never done that. Okay. I will go get her some cold spaghetti.
If we have shaky cheese, it'd be lovely.
Or
even the fresh Parmesan would be lovely. Just so you know.
We will have enough food in the house to get by, but maybe not to buy milk, cheese, or for 2 weeks. I would still go to the food bank and get stuff to at least tie you over. I will put an intermission of Abby sing or something while I'm gone because she can't see the chat comments to respond.
Last time I checked, I'm blind. What do I sing? Yes, hello, kitten. By waters clear and flowing, I walked one day, undawed about my love was far, far away. Some say time waits for no one, but with a heart that's true, love grows. was clear and flowing, I took my rest on banks of drooping willows. How could I not forget? My spirit sinks in sadness as I remember clear when hand in hand united we walked together here. But still my heart is cheerful as long as hope remains, as long as peaceful waters are here to ease the pain. The river rolls right past me around the bend. Flow on and on, oh river, like you, love has no end. Love has no end. Sorry, that wasn't good. I haven't had much water today, or sleep. Well, I had some sleep, but I'm kind of tired. And I haven't eaten anything, so all I'm thinking about is donuts. Donuts. We need to go eat donuts, Mom.
Okay, I promise you we'll get some donuts at Tim Hortons today.
Which one sells Honey Crullers?
Starbucks doesn't have donuts.
It does.
No.
It has some weird loaf thing.
Yeah, it has a loaf.
So I'm sure I could find a donut
No.
eventually. Did you get cheese? Is that what you went down for?
Yes.
What type of cheese?
I got you the real Parmesan.
Yum!
Just show the camera and then you can come to the table here.
You are not videotaping me on eating.
No.
That is just weird.
That's it. There is cold spaghetti and sauce and fresh Parmesan cheese.
Why are you showing them this?
To prove that you wanted to eat it cold.
How can you see the difference?
Well,
Yeah.
you didn't hear the microwave going. I'm back.
Spaghetti is actually good cold. Not like frozen like ice, but cold.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's more clear face.
So Donna said, pretty voice like the next Celine Dion. And Puppy's Breath said I was a good and generous, sweet and generous mom. Like, she wants to eat leftovers for breakfast. That's fine. Donna, we eat pretty simple so I can keep our budget low. We're trying to make sure we have enough all-purpose flour and sugar on hand and basic cooking things like oil. Yes, we do that too. And Puppy's Breath says very pretty. That's why last August for my birthday I got myself a few large glass jars to store my beans and rice and pastas and to keep the bugs out of them. Yeah, because you don't want to have bugs. At least with rice and pasta and beans, if there are ever any bugs, like you get sometimes these like wheat gnats or whatever, you put them in water and you rinse it and they float to the surface and they're fine. It's kind of, if you get those things, take your wheat or flour or pasta or beans or rice, throw them in your freezer when you get them, the bags, and it kills whatever's in there that could possibly be in there.
You do that?
Yes. We don't get that a lot up here. Also, when in the I keep my stuff in the garage, so all winter our flour, pastas, rice get frozen anyways, because our garage is not, like, it's insulated but not that insulated. sure we have enough beans. Okay, just catching up. There we go. So Donna says we have a half-cooked Boston butt in the freezer.
Boston what?
But Boston butt is a ham, I believe. We don't use that term here in Canada, so I think we have like a shoulder or a butt. It's not called Boston butt, I guess. 2 pounds ground meat, a few ham steaks, and a whole package of bacon. Can really stretch yes, you can really stretch. Like I can stretch 1 pound of ground beef. I've only put about a pound, usually in my spaghetti sauce, and it feeds us, my family, at least 2, possibly 3 meals. Because I put all these other vegetables and stuff too. Get stuff from the. Yeah, in our area, we can only get stuff from the food bank every 30 days if we need it.
Is this the last of the spaghetti?
No, there's still more spaghetti and there's still more sauce. Oh. That's the last of the little bit of spaghetti sauce that was in that container. That's why I gave it to you, that container, instead of dirtying up another bowl. Favorite meals is baked spaghetti with ketchup and cheese. Mom had it when she was little and left it.
You?
Well, ketchup is a tomato sauce. Okay. That's called like poor man spaghetti, but tell your daughter are used to be able to hit every note. Julie Andrews could swing in the sound of music until I was in high school and got bronchitis.
Who?
Julie Andrews.
No, but who could? Sing on those.
After that bronchitis and pneumonia, I lost my upper octave and gained a lower one. Donna. That she used to be able to hit every note like Julie Andrews could.
I seriously hope I never get that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would eat ketchup and cheese. She probably would.
I'd probably rinse it off and just take the cheese off. Take the cheese off.
You wouldn't even know.
I would, if it still had the texture of ketchup.
You probably wouldn't notice. Have such strange taste sometimes. Exactly. Well, I mean, what my kids as their favorite kids food is completely different than most kids, and what I have as favorite kids food as well. I mean, I still do, on a rare occasion, like peanut butter and cheese whiz sandwich. The cheese whiz counteracts the stickiness of the peanut butter. So you put peanut butter on one bread, you put cheese whiz on the other, and you squish it together, and it doesn't stick to your roof of your mouth. Memories, like, but see, my mom was not a good cook, so I remember her peanut butter cookies, which is basically the Kraft peanut butter cookies recipe that has 3 ingredients. I think it's peanut butter, sugar, and eggs. There's not even flour in that one.
We're gonna make that.
And they're really easy. Gross shit. I know everybody thinks it's gross. What's as that was a kind of a fancy meal because all my mom could cook was hamburgers, fries, and gravy. So we most times we didn't have buns, so we did hamburgers in the pan and put a package of gravy and did fries. And then she made Kraft dinner.
Brown spaghetti.
Brown spaghetti. So brown spaghetti is when you make a roast. You do a roast and you get the drippings from the roast. You cook spaghetti. You use some of the drippings from the roast and put it on the hot spaghetti with shredded mozzarella cheese. So it's like a poutine of pasta. That was my nana's. Instead of having mashed potatoes, and then you serve it with Yorkshire pudding and some vegetable. He does drive a truck. He works for a company that redoes the inside of hardware stores redesigns. So he's like a son. Okay, Travis is like a son. So that's really good and a great way to have something different with a roast beef. So my mom could do that, but see, my mom couldn't cook. So it was either raw or almost raw or burnt. So like roasts and stuff were always like extremely well done. Um, she
You did say you liked the brown spaghetti though.
Yeah, the brown spaghetti and the roast. I mean, I liked well done roast, but I didn't realize that roasts were not supposed to be well done. So until I was an adult. I mean, same with steak. If we ever had steak, which was very very rare, um, it was always like well done, like crispy.
And what was your reaction when you had a roast that was not well done?
Oh, Donna said when she lived in Italy when I was little, I'd never use ketchup on spaghetti. Yeah, I guess that'd be kind of sacrilegious to spaghetti, hey? But for people, I mean, in a pinch, it could work. Like, there's nothing wrong with. I mean, some people put ketchup on their mac and cheese, so that's not too abnormal. Really
Daddy used to
sinful,
put ketchup
Donna.
on his baked beans.
Keep it a secret from most people. Yes, well, exactly. It's like sacrilegious, like somebody ruining a good piece of meat by shoving ketchup on it. It's like when you go to those fancy restaurants, if you ever go and you ask for the salt or you like or ketchup or whatever, they're like, for what? You know, I've went with somebody who's we've went to a not fancy restaurant, but you know, like a steakhouse, and they asked for ketchup for their steak. I'm like, that's a good piece of meat. Yeah, I caught it after I read it too.
How what?
The said swing and it was all correct. It's supposed to be sing. Um, yeah. So my mom couldn't cook, and we had to use a lot of times the food pantry and that because she would work sometimes two, three jobs just to make ends meet. Um, but things were expensive, so we usually signed up for the um, like the food bank or that, but they wouldn't give you lots, and it was usually always like canned tuna and stuff, and pasta and sauce, um, and macaroni and cheese. Oh, and canned like spam and stuff like that. But now spam, I was at the store the other day. Spam was like $5 a can. I'm like, ugh. That was like cheap man's food.
I would not pay that much for spam.
Yeah.
I could get ground beef for that much.
Yeah, or going to an Italian restaurant and asking for ranch. Okay, what is with Americans that like honey mustard? Okay, a friend of mine from the States came up to Canada and they went to the restaurants and they're like, I went and asked for honey mustard to dip my whatever in, and nobody had honey mustard. We have honey mustard in the store, but we don't usually serve that as a condiment in the restaurants unless you're having maybe chicken chicken fingers, but
Honey ranch or honey mustard?
honey mustard. Like Sheldon Kern Big Bang Theory. So him and his spaghetti and hot dogs cut up into it. Yes, we just saw that episode a few weeks ago, and I'm like, my daughter actually wants me to put spaghetti and hot dogs cut up into it as being a nostalgic. We love Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon. Oh, I know. Next Saturday, I'm going to do groceries, and I'm dreading going to the grocery store on Saturday. And my friend doesn't wake up early, so we have to go at like 10:30, which is like prime time for everybody
Mom,
else.
the
Yes,
music camp's next week.
I know. On Sunday.
Oh, okay. I was scared, Mom,
Yes,
how the heck is this gonna work?
I checked the calendar. They can get ranch dressing at the Olive Garden for your salad, but it's harder to find French dressing at certain
Girl who
years
just likes
ago.
to eat. I met a girl who just likes to eat ranch dressing with him.
So people like honey mustard on their salads? Is that what
What
they do?
the heck?
I don't know. Amanda's just they're commenting, and I don't know if it's on. See, I like sometimes a little bit of yellow mustard. My husband likes Dijon mustard or the spicy Dijon or the one with the grains in it. Um, we like it. I like it too with like roast beef or in a sandwich. Like I like on my hot dog or burger. I like a bit of a little bit of mustard, ketchup, mayo, relish. I like everything shoved on there. And with pogos, I like yellow mustard and ketchup beside each other and dip it.
I don't like
Yeah, my
pomos.
sister loves it, and I used to work at a restaurant. People love honey mustard salad dressing. Okay, that's like odd. I don't even know if I've ever heard of a honey mustard salad dressing. See, that's a difference. I mean, so this is the funny thing I find with Americans and Canadians. Like we're similar, like kin, like family, like cousins or whatever. Because a lot of times you could trace your history back to both countries. But some things that you guys like, I find extremely weird, and I'm sure there's a lot of things that Canadians in general like that you find extremely weird.
Beaver tail.
Beaver tails. Well, you guys can find them in the states called elephant ears. They're basically a crispy dough with cinnamon, sugar, and lemon juice on top, or other toppings like Nutella. Like it's a flat dough, like a donut. It's kind of similar to a churro in Mexico. Just theirs are in tubes, whereas just flat. Too old, overweight, and weak.
I'm overweight, but I don't have an excuse.
You're what?
Overweight, but I don't have an excuse.
No, your meds cause it.
Part of it, yes.
What else here?
Speaking of meds, when are we going to the doctor?
I don't know. I have to call and find out.
Because I'd like to take down the trazodone dose a bit.
Okay. Why?
I'm waking up at 9 a.m. There's a problem.
What?
I'm waking up at 9 a.m. There's a problem.
Why?
I'm sleeping from 9 to 9. That's not going to work well in school.
That's fine. You're catching up on the sleep that you didn't get.
But I mean, I want to change it before school starts. Because I won't be able to sleep 9 to 9.
Well, that's good that you're getting sleep, though. You weren't getting much sleep before. I think it's actually working then.
No, it's not sound sleep, though. I wake up and fall asleep. Wake up, fall asleep.
Oh, we'll talk. Yeah, you need sleep. Well, this is the thing is that she has insomnia and she's on meds and stuff. But now that since school is done, I'm not trying to wake her up. I'm just letting her sleep in. Because she doesn't have to be somewhere to be at school for 8.
And you'll notice I've been in a better mood.
Yeah, and she's in a much better mood when I don't let her have to wake her up. We're not yelling. Hey.
That's not
I'd
right.
rather get a job at a computer. That's what all the training and education, including 3 college degrees, is it? Getting office jobs. Well, good luck with that. Hey, Food Forest Permaculture, good morning from BC. Most stores will not hire me because I'm too overeducated for those jobs. Ah. What if you don't put all of your education skills on your resume? If you just put one of them, whichever the one that's most pertinent to the job. Because then you won't necessarily scare them off. Yes, I can walk, and yes, I can drive, but I do not have a CDL anymore, and it would cost $20.
What is a CDL?
Driver's license. So C. What's the C part? Something like DL would be driver's license. I think it's just a car driver's license, maybe. Because there's like truck ones.
All I can think of is communal driver's license. I'm like, that's not good.
Commercial. There we go. Amanda says commercial. I'm like, I don't know. I don't drive. We just call it driver's license and a truck driver's. Well, there's a term for it. A truck driver's license or a motorcycle driver's license. You don't need a CDL to drive a regular car, though. Ah, yes. So what's the regular car one? Just a driver's license? Love a legal computer job at home. Hard part is finding finding ones that aren't rip-offs. Some people I know, I not know per, personally, but acquaintance what ones they have. They do office admin work, virtual office admin work for companies. So companies, for small companies that require an office admin but don't want to have to pay for an office admin 9 to 5, 5 days a week, they will share, like they'll pay for so many hours of office admin work. So the phone, like she'll be able to answer the phones, she'll tag how much work she does, but she could be doing this for multiple companies and have different phone lines, or it being transferred to her phone, like wherever their phone line being transferred to her home phone or cell phone or whatever, so she can get paid, and she documents, the phone call, the time, and then at the end of the week, and then at the end of the week, she submits the time to the companies.
How do they know that she's not trying to rip them off?
Because they have a log, because the phone call transferred to her home line. But finding that type of work, you have to do a lot of work for that. I think Uber is heading for a class action lawsuit. They rip off their customers and they rip off. Drivers cannot. See, here in Canada, the drivers are making enough money. Because we've asked them how they're doing. One guy, he's quit his daytime job because he's making more with Uber. And a lot of them are like doing it as a side gig that they're making enough money to pay for their gas for their daytime job as well. So they're making. Go follow Money Mom. Yes, Money Mom on YouTube. She has a lot of ideas and stuff, and there's a lot of like mystery shopper things and virtual stuff. She has some great ideas. I just wish there was more opportunities here in Canada. Yeah, Sensible Living with Money Mom. Yeah, you can put her link. I'll find her. Oh yeah, she's awesome.
Who's awesome? Me?
Well, yes, you're awesome too, Abby.
I know.
Afraid? But my hubby is very large and visually intimidating, so I think he would be better. True, he might be better at doing those driver jobs.
Who are you saying was awesome?
Sensible Living with Money Mom.
Why?
Just her videos. They're very good at sharing ideas on making money and saving money and budgeting, and her videos are always quite short too. They're always about 5 minutes long. Not almost always.
So like 90% of my videos.
Yeah.
Except for the dissections. Those kind of take a little time.
Yes. And most of my videos are longer than 5 minutes, and even the 5-minute ones. Those are my menus. So that's what. You want your phone?
I'm coming over.
Or are you coming over here? Okay.
For now.
I wouldn't mind doing a messenger delivery job, but would have to pay for gas, etc.
Also wanted to know if there was a cat around here.
No, there's not a cat. So how was your cold pizza? Not pizza.
I don't like
pasta.
pizza at all.
Cold pasta.
But good, except for it was a bit cold.
Yes, it came from the fridge.
When I meant cold, I meant room temperature.
Oh, so you want me to heat it up a little?
Not like I meant room temperature, like how it is when I eat it at school.
You're supposed to heat it up when I said to you cold at school. Oh, next time you say, I would like room temperature. A good, 20 degrees Celsius? I don't know. Whatever.
I didn't know you had it in the fridge
Oh, Amanda, where did
for the first time, but then thought about it.
Did I leave the couch?
Oh yeah. Right.
I can't magically take it out. I want cold. Look, magically. Zing! magical. It's out. Okay, good. If I had magic like that, my house would be so clean and spotless. I want to be Mary Poppins and just go click click and have everybody do all these little things clean themselves. I know. My child it lives in her own little world.
What do you mean?
You
Why?
you expected me to get stuff out of the fridge without actually leaving the couch where I was sitting next to you, where you could feel me not move until I moved.
Why is your hand on my leg?
Because it is.
I don't understand you.
Yes, Food Forest are laughing at me. Yes, I see. See, this is why we that's what you should go look into. Figure out the science on how to make things magically clean up themselves.
That's not science.
I'm sure you could find science to make it do it.
That's not science.
There's things with gravity and
You don't.
physics.
Mom, you don't know how any of this works. Please stop.
I don't know.
Please, you're just embarrassing yourself.
Whatever.
There might be a way to make you put in some soap, some water, and then it cleans itself.
Yeah.
That is possible. I can see how that would work.
Yes. Food Forest Permaculture says, "Be grateful you're not eating grass in a mud hut." She when she was a kid, she ate mud and sand
Rocks.
and rocks.
I have very strong teeth because of it.
Currently have the kind of stuff the food bank has. We have enough of the stuff in cupboards for about a month. Okay.
Who?
Donna Norris. That's yeah. Also, if you're in an area where there's farms and stuff like that, Google in your area. There's a lot of places. I follow some people in the States and stuff that live near farms. You can glean. There's like gleaning projects that can go behind farms that are like their potatoes after they've harvested the potatoes. There's always some that they miss and stuff, and people can offer to glean it for for their own purposes. And sometimes they gather up a group of people to glean.
Why would the farm say yes?
Well, because they're not going to go back out there. So the farmers pay people to harvest the potatoes with the machines. Usually, it's cheaper, it's faster, but they're not going to pay people so much money, minimum wage, to go and pick up and harvest every single potato. Because also some of the potatoes are too small for the machine to pick it up, so it's not worth them to put them in a bag, type thing. So there's always some left in the fields. The birds get them, the animals get them, or whatever. It's been known in time since like Bible practices. That it's usually left that people could ask the farmers and stuff to glean their after their harvest has done. You might get like the odd shaped things or just the little potatoes and stuff like that. But a couple of the people I've watched, they've
But what does the farm get out of it?
Well, you going the farm gets you like so that they don't have all the animals eating off their. It's more of just to help you. You clean up their yard, like you clean up their mess of the farm
By eating it.
by eating it, right?
Nice.
And that's doing something for the community.
That's a job I could get behind.
Yes, of going after
Free food.
free food. Yes, and so sometimes there's these organizations, like groups.
I'm the kid who eats crab apples because they're free food.
Yes, there's groups that will go and offer and organize in like a Facebook group or whatever that says, okay, we're gonna go glean Farmer Brown's farm after his harvest on Saturday. So his harvest is done Saturday night. So Sunday we're gonna go there and harvest what's left, and you get to take a portion of what you harvest, and also some of what your portion sometimes gets donated to like the food bank or soup kitchen or whatever too.
Also, you might get some of the stuff that other people harvested.
Right.
Like if you want on potatoes, but Samantha was on onions, you might get a couple onions and she could get some potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah. So sometimes there's some sort of organization that does that type of stuff. Food Forest Permaculture says, I ate bugs when I was a kid. I ate bugs as a kid too, but my grandfather used to buy them, chocolate covered grasshoppers and ants, but not tell me what they were. He said, oh, would you like a chocolate? And I would eat it. And I'm like, what's this? And he'd buy it was on sale. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not that bad with sales.
Which grandfather?
My papa, my only new one grandparents. My
Papa
other,
Ho-Ho?
Yeah, Papa Ho-Ho. My other grandparents died when I was a baby. The question is,
Okay.
would you eat them today? Would you eat them today now that you're grown up? Sand, rocks, dirt, leaves.
Leaves? Yes. Yes, I've been known to eat random leaves.
Yeah, Donna keeps on mentioning about donuts.
Because some leaves taste good. I'm going to be honest here. Some leaves do.
Food Forest Permaculture says when he was a kid he ate some strange things.
I thought you wanted to ask about...
Yes.
So some leaves taste good. Like, clover leaves are yummy. Clovers themselves are yummy. I have a friend who eats maple leaves. I tried that. It's gross. No, don't do that. No. Just no. And, rocks, I've made sure that I won't eat them. So I just chew them and spit them out if I was gonna do it, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, don't.
As I said, I wouldn't. But if I were to, just if I was desperate enough, I'd eat rocks. Yes. If like literally we had nothing, I'd eat rocks. Yes. Yes,
No,
I would.
You wouldn't. There's nothing to eat in rocks.
There's iron.
So Donna says, I defrosted a pound of ground beef the day before yesterday, and I'm planning on making spaghetti tonight. That's awesome. We made spaghetti. It's lasted. We have at least 2 more meals of spaghetti. Food Forest Permaculture.
Per person or?
For the family.
So 2 more for everyone to eat
Yes.
all spaghetti?
At least 1, if not 1.5. Like 2. Food Forest Permaculture said I ate them 2 as a 2, Jen. And Donna asked where Food Forest Permaculture lives. And Food for FFP said, be careful eating leaves. Maple catkins are awesome. Hunt, gather, and grow. Boil a rock and get the minerals. There you go. See, that's better boiling the rock than eating the rock. 8 drumsticks, right? Not much meat on them, though. Yeah, there's not much food in the shelves.
Mom. What are maple catkins?
So, FFP says he lives on the tundra of Canada.
What are maple catkins?
Yeah, what are maple? I think, isn't that the little maple helicopters?
Because the tree the maple tree that I ate one of our leaves, it was gross. I didn't finish the leaf. I bit into it and I was like, yuck, why does my friend eat this? She told me they were good. They're not. Apparently the stem is good. That's what I tried. It's not. So then I tried the leaf and it's not
Yeah, so
either.
the catkins are the helicopters,
So the crunchy things.
or what's these long things? I was seeing images. Let me see. Let's see. Our catkins taste somewhat bitter depending on your taste buds, but they are edible. Catkins include those from alder, white, red, mountain varieties, all birch trees, cottonwood, all pine trees. Willow trees also produce catkins, but eating these are not recommended.
Why?
I don't know, it just says not recommended. Probably doesn't taste.
I've eaten pine leaves. Pine needle.
Yes, well, you can make a pine tea.
I want to do that sometime, FYI.
So yeah, the maple catkins are what I call helicopters.
Okay.
The things that fall on the ground.
Next time there's helicopters, I'm gonna try eating one.
I think you peel them and eat the little seed part. So FFP lives on Vancouver Island.
Apparently you can eat acorns, but I don't know how.
When I was a kid, I lived on the tundra. Cool.
How do you eat acorns?
I'm gonna wait to see if I know lots of people in Alabama. Have you been to the Burchart Gardens? If it was ever in Vancouver, that's where I would go. Especially the Rose Garden there. What?
How do you eat acorns? I've heard they're edible, but I don't know how to eat them.
You have to crack them open and eat the stuff inside. Probably have to roast them.
What trees do acorns?
Soak acorns in water for 2 days to get the tannuses out.
What are tennises?
Tannin. That's the stuff that they use to tan leather and stuff like that. Tannins?
Is it the edible stuff?
No, that's not.
Why would you want to boil them? What would you do with the tennises? Mom?
Well, they say untreated raw acorns contain high concentrations of tannic acid, so they taste bitter and they can be toxic to humans if eaten in large quantities. Water process only ripened browned acorns.
So you boil them and then let them sit?
I believe so.
Also, apparently cedar tea is good. With a little bit of honey. I've got to try these things.
No, a bamba is a pork shoulder, and then you cook it low temperature for about 8 hours in a crock pot, and the whole thing shreds. Okay, so it's a pork shoulder.
Mom,
Yes.
how do you take liquid out of a pot?
What do you mean?
How do you take liquid out of a pot?
What do you mean?
I mean, like when you make soup, how do you take it out of the pot? Once it's done boiling.
You take a ladle and scoop out the liquid, or pour the liquid into the sink. Like what are you talking? Like boiled potatoes.
Like
I
if,
drain them in the colander, and the water goes in the sink.
let's say, but let's say I was going to make a tea, but by boiling stuff. Mom,
Yeah.
how would I get the tea out of the pot without
You pour
losing?
it.
Because if I pour it into a cup, it's gonna
Spill, possibly. You pour it into it with a funnel.
Okay. And what is a ladle?
The big spoon.
Okay, well, it's just like, is it the one with holes or the one without holes?
No, not with holes.
Because you have a
You,
spoon.
you gotta do some more cooking with me, girl, because these common food cooking elements, you need to know what they are, because...
I know what they are. Spatula, giant spoon, spoon with holes. Would you mind not trying to take the stuff out from between my toes? Monkey. Monkey.
Tickling your toes.
No, you were trying to pick between them.
True. That's
Don't
true.
lie. Monkey.
So, in
Monkey.
Food Forest Permaculture, says 2 changes of water. Rub maple leaves on your skin and your hair will fall off. Good way to shave. Okay.
What do you mean? How do you rub them? And then what? Do you boil
One
them?
can stretch.
How long does it take for them to fall off? Do you boil them? Or what?
Well, I think you take the maple leaves and you rub them on your legs or...
And how long does it take
Don't
for the...
drink cedar, FFP says. I think some people cups are too full.
What do you mean don't drink cedar?
We have one maple tree in our yard, but it's not a sugar maple. It's a rock maple, so it does not turn as bright colors in the fall as a sugar maple. Crush them and rub on your skin. Yeah, we have a maple tree in our yard.
And how long does it
I
take
don't know
for the
what type
hair
of
to...
maple
How
it
long
is.
does it take for the hair to fall off?
When you first began this chat, I said I wouldn't stay long because I needed to go to sleep. That was over 2 hours ago. Yes, you're not here for... You're still not here for very long.
How long does it take for the hair to come off, though?
Like, do you just take the maple leaves and you rub them and your hair falls off, or you rub them and later on your hair falls off?
Or do you put them in water and then rub them?
And make a paste and put them on your hair. Okay, FFP, you have to do a video on how to do it. Choose a part of your body that you'd like some hair to be removed.
Hopefully not your head.
So, maple leaves, so the hair falls off the next day.
Do you rub them, or
Or
do you make it?
leave them on?
Or do you make it? Or do you make it into a paste? I'm very curious. I like science. I know it has to do with the chemicals in the leaves. That's as far as I've gathered.
Yeah, because I believe maple leaves have tannins or something in there. Natives on the west coast use maple leaves to shave.
I know. The Inuits, I know that the Inuits drink what's it called? No, Métis drink cedar tea, so I don't see why it's not a bad thing. Why it's a bad thing.
So Donna says, try making cheese toast sometime with extra sharp cheddar cheese melted on top of toast, either in the toaster oven or regular oven.
Oh,
And after
cheese
you
bread!
melt it, yeah, well, not even. Then after melted.
No, Mom. This is what my whole class called cheese bread.
Yeah.
Remember, I told you to make it for me so I could trade it for candy.
Yes, we made
in my grade 4 class.
Yes, she asked me to make cheese bread for her to bring to school because the kid offered to trade her candy for it.
I guess he didn't have toasters or something.
Crush the leaves, rub on face. Well, we don't have really lots of hair on face, but sure.
So you don't make it into a paste?
Like, do you just crush it when you rub? Like a scrub, I guess.
Do you use water with it or no?
After you melt the cheese, put some Welch's grape jelly on top of the cheese toast.
Okay, this is getting weird now.
That's on the weird side, too, but that's like my cheese and peanut butter, so, like,
Yes, I also think that's weird. What?
Amanda says, what are you weirdos talking about now? I don't know, we got the cheese toast, and
shaving your legs with
shaving
maple.
your legs with maple leaves crushed.
But do you add water to make it into a paste, or?
Amanda says she's half listening while she's cleaning.
But I need to know if it's a paste or not.
This little scientist needs to know. From what I hear, Native Americans don't have much facial hair to begin with. Still don't.
But do you?
That's what Donna says. We're waiting for FFP to come back.
FFP. Come back and answer this question! Hello? Are you still there? You can't just drop a scientific fact like this and run off. Now I'm mad. And do you wait for, how long do you wait to inflict the stuff on your face or stuff?
Here, we could try and Google.
This is really pissing me off.
First, maple leaves to remove. Not skin. Hair. It's like.
That's a whole entirely different search entirely. I'm not a part of that. Just saying, it's not, I have nothing to do with that. That was a weird noise. What am I doing? Being weird. Okay. What was that?
Just a jar lid sealing from the heat cold.
Was it sealing or unsealing though?
Sealing with a pop. I don't know. like it. Glowing. Have to go and feed the dogs. Bye. That's why they don't have facial hair, because forever a generation have gone the maple leaves crushed on their skin. It's a 13-hour car ride from Florida. Hey, 50 chickens in the hen house. Welcome back.
I need to know about the maple leaves. This is science. I am interested.
Well, maybe FFP will do a video on crushed maple leaf hair removal. Or I'll keep on searching, and we'll just test it out ourselves.
We'll try a paste. We'll try.
So you're back from your vacation, 50 chickens in the hen house?
Oh, Mom.
What?
When can we make a video on my channel?
Today, if you'd like.
Because I wanted to make a video of a song that I actually know all the words to.
Sure, no problem.
It's also, it will get some views because it's pop.
Yeah.
It's older pop, but it's pop.
Yeah, from here to Florida is about 24 hours drive from our house. You're going?
For now, yes. Bye.
Watch out for the camera. There, table. Bye, Abby.
Ah. Let's try to stand right and it's not working. Oh, there.
Can you finish putting your clothes away?
No.
Mm.
I'm leaving for a reason.
What? No, the wrong way. Get home at midnight. Wow. That's a long drive. Hey, 50 chickens in the hen house. I'm almost at 4,000 hours. I'm at 3,849. Slowly getting there. I think he lives in Oklahoma. Yeah, slowly and surely. Wow, I don't think I have any there at 5,000 views. Cool. Oh, a friend of mine went to Destin a couple of years ago, Florida. and she drove from there home. It took her, I think she did it 2 days. I think she took 2 days, 3 days, because she had some more kids then. So I think she might have taken 3 days to go down and 2 days to come back. She just wanted to get back. Which video got 5,000? Oh, I'm so jealous. We don't go on vacation till later this summer. Yeah, 50 chickens in the hen house needs to have more subscribers. What's your channel at now? And watch time, I believe. Let's go see how many. Let's make sure everybody's supporting him too. We love sharing the love here. 512. You're still, hey, that's pretty good. You're at 512 and you're already halfway there for watch time. You know, I'm at just over 1,000. I hit 1,000 at just over 1,000, at like 1,070. Oh, you go to Panama City, less credit. If Get to the Farm was here, I think she's gone to Panama City. In the That's kind of a little cheaper. Features still are better too. So Florida is where everybody rich here goes to when they want to go to the beach from here for a weekend. PCB, Florida. What's PCB? We started from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and straight to PCV. Sorry, PCB, Florida. A friend that lives in Mississippi who started the chicken farm a year and a half ago. Oh, Panama City Beach. Okay. That's awesome, 50 chickens. Well, it's getting a bit late. I'm hearing hubby up, so it's 11:30. I should figure out what to feed everybody. Um, so that's a Facebook. Penny Sanford. She used to write a Facebook page about West Highland puppies. So Highlander. Cool. Yeah, they're writing the pages themselves. That's kind of cool, Donna. Yeah, yeah. Everybody have a safe trip. 50 chickens and hen house drive. Hopefully, your family drives safely. And Donna, if you want to have a nap, you can have a nap. I think we're going to get going because I'm going to start making brunch. It's going to be basically leftovers of whatever people want. Maybe a sandwich or something like that, too. So, have a wonderful day. Thanks for chilling with me. I mean, we had a wonderful time talking about low spend month, talking about singing, talking about chickens, talking about Toys R Us closing down, and jobs, and a whole bunch of things. I don't know. I'll probably be live again Monday morning, probably at my normal 8:30 ish time. Make spaghetti for lunch today. Well, that sounds good. It has a little bit of chicken nuggets. Only 2 eggs left. So I'll be live Monday morning. I don't think I'll be live at all tomorrow. I might. Maybe if I'm doing another mundane task, because Puppy Breath seemed to like it when I was folding laundry. So I'm like, that's always the fun part, right? So have a great day. Bye. Feel free to check out my other videos. And feel free to share any suggestions for part-time jobs for Abby, because we were talking about that, of things that she could possibly do from home or that'd be interesting. So, have a great day. Bye.